Ah yes, my old friend Red Star OS. We are back today and we are going to be seeing if the newest version of Minecraft can run on Red Star OS. And yes, you have heard that right. Now on my channel there has been a saga already with these Red Star OS videos, and in the last one we have managed to replace the kernel with a newer one, which basically allowed us to install a bunch of brand new and modern apps onto this system. So today we're going to be trying Minecraft. We are going to be trying to install the newest version, which as of filming this is 1.21.8. So let's see how far we get. So yeah, let's get started with the video. So I just entered terminal, so we're just gonna try to install the Minecraft launcher on here normally. Now, as I said in my previous video, we are running Nix on this, so we are going to have to use the Nix packages that are available. So this is the command that we're gonna use, and we are also going to need to type in Minecraft launcher, like so. And yeah, now we'll basically see if we are able to install this just normally. So I'll just hit enter and hope for the best. Okay, so it seems to have downloaded the file absolutely fine, which is pretty incredible, but we are gonna wait for it to unpack and finish with everything. So unfortunately we got this error right over here, so I'm just gonna have to do a little research to see if there is any possible fix for this. There are also a few Minecraft launchers available, like Prism Launcher, so let's try to maybe download that and see what happens. Okay, and it does seem to be installing the Prism Launcher just fine with this command because it hasn't crashed yet, and it also is downloading the necessary files, as we can see by the green here. So let's hope that we get no errors this time, and let's see what happens. Let's hope that this one actually installs. Alright, we are nearing the end, so let's see what happens. Okay, so it just got to the beginning, so let's hope that that is installed now. So let's just type in Prism Launcher right now and see if it launches. Okay, and it started loading the launcher normally, as you can see when I typed this in, but unfortunately we did error out right here, and it says failed in file dbus pending call C line 766. So I'm not sure what this error is all about, so let's Google this, I guess. And we can Google it right here on Red Star OS, because we do have Firefox installed without any problems. Yeah, and we really do not get any answers on that, unfortunately. So let's look for other launchers that are available. Yeah, unfortunately we do get that same error every time, so I guess that is something that won't go away. So I found another launcher called HMCL, so let's see if that will install and maybe work normally. Okay, and this seems to be a pretty tiny launcher, so it already installed. That was pretty quick. So let's type that in and see what happens. Okay, we're getting downloading dependencies for the launcher, so it did open something. We are currently downloading dependencies for HMCL off the internet. Okay. Whoa! Hello, Minecraft Launcher v3.6.15. Okay, so this seems to run absolutely normally on Red Star OS, which is crazy. Okay, we're not logged into an account yet, but we'll definitely do that soon. How smart do you think it is to log in with my main Minecraft account onto a North Korean computer? And we do even get the HMCL logo down here, so yeah, that's interesting. So let's try to log into an account. I'm not sure if this will work, but we'll definitely try it. We do have internet connectivity and everything. Yeah, we got connection to server refused over there. Yeah, so I'm not sure that this will work like from the actual launcher. I'm not really sure what to do here. Maybe we shall try to download a game directory. So let's try to download the newest version of the game and see if that will install. Okay, and we get 0 bytes per second, which is not great for now. Oh, wait, installing Minecraft, okay. So installing the instance doesn't actually seem to be a problem because it is installing right now, but we'll see if we get any errors. So the only problem we have right now is logging in, but we should be able to solve that, hopefully. But I'll just let the newest version of Minecraft install right here, and then we'll try to log in again. Okay, and that installation took quite a while, but it says information successfully installed, so we can click OK. And there we go, now we've got the 1.21.8 version installed. So let's see what happens if we try to launch a game without an account. I'll see what happens if we try that. Okay, it does prompt us to log in with our Microsoft account. So let's see what happens if we open up Firefox and type in the HMCL login tab. Also, I would really love to set it as my default browser, but I'm not sure that that will work in this OS because I'm pretty sure that would solve our login issue. Yeah, let's type in HMCL login, HMCL launcher. Yeah, but we pretty much only get the GitHub page as the result, which is not the greatest. So it says right here, if that does not show up, you can navigate to this web page. So I'll do that right now. Okay, so I'll just go to this web page on my phone and try to log in from there with this device code. Okay, so now I logged on to the Microsoft account on my phone, so I'll just enter this device code thing and hope that we should be able to access our account then. And it is asking for our password once again. And there we go, it is just updated and we have logged into our Minecraft account. Again, I'm not sure how smart this is because this is a North Korean operating system, but let's be honest, what are they going to do about it? I'm just trying to play Minecraft right here. Okay, so now we have an account, so we can try to launch the game right now and see if anything happens. That was so close, and we get a GLFV error. GLX, no GLXB configs returned. Please make sure you have up-to-date drivers. That is unfortunate. I guess that is to be expected because you can't really get any drivers on a machine like this. Okay, so let's have a look in the settings right here, and we do have minimum memory 512 megs, we have Java automatically choose, we have hide the launcher after the game launches. I'll click keep launcher visible, and let's see if we have advanced settings. Okay, maybe it would also help if we switched our renderer because that helped the last time I was trying to install Minecraft on Windows Vista. So let's try software right here and see if that will maybe work. And now I'm not sure if that has saved, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, it has saved. So let's try to do that and click launch game. And yeah, unfortunately we get the same error. Yeah, that is pretty unfortunate. So let's try to get an older instance of the game. So let's try like 1.15 for example, and I'll try to install this version and I'll see if this one maybe wants to launch and play. If there is really an issue with the driver, this shouldn't help anything, but let's hope that it might work. And there we go, 1.15 has been installed, so let's try to launch that. So we have 1.15 selected and we'll try to go for launch game. Okay, I have no idea what happened, but something did change in the console right here. So we got process stopped event. So this time we don't get a driver error, but we get some other error. Everything else does seem to be fine, like checking the Java version and logging in. Everything seems to work, but we seem to be getting the error while launching the game itself, which is to be expected. There really aren't any drivers for Red Star OS in terms of like 3D acceleration or graphics drivers or something. Let's try to go further back and maybe select like 1.8 or something really early. So this one is from 2014. So let's try 1.8 and install that version. Maybe the older versions would work because they would recognize some older version of the graphics driver that is installed on here. Also, I don't even know how drivers and Linux work. How am I even supposed to download a driver on Linux? But yeah, if any of you guys have any tips for this in the comments, definitely feel free to leave them, because I am a beginner on any type of Linux, and I'm pretty sure everybody is a beginner on Red Star OS. But yeah, I'll wait for 1.8 to install, and yeah, we'll see if that would maybe launch. And yeah, it is safe to say that I forgot to record, but neither 1.8 or 1.0 worked. All of them just showed a crash error, which you will see many times in this time-lapse. So then, I first learned that I could install VirtualBox guest editions onto Red Star OS, and I inserted the disk image for that, which of course errored out when I tried installing it. I then tried using the version of Wine that is built into Red Star OS in order to install the Windows version of guest editions, but that didn't work as well. I also tried installing guest editions through Nix, and that didn't work either. It did install successfully, but nothing changed after installing it. However, I did manage to actually run and install a version of VirtualBox on Red Star OS, and it does even seem to be the newest version that is available, so that opens up for some really interesting video ideas. I also tried installing Mesa and updating the graphics driver through it, but I couldn't do it, I couldn't make it work. I also tried to mess about with some OpenGL stuff, that failed miserably. Then I remembered all of the comments from the Windows Vista video of you guys saying, oh, it doesn't work because it's on a virtual machine, you need to try this on real metal. I converted the virtual hard disk image of the virtual machine into a .img file with the Windows command prompt, and I used a really good guide by this guy right here, so I'm gonna leave that in the description. I then used Rufus in order to burn that .img file onto an SSD and make it bootable, and voila, I plugged this into my PC, and look, we've got Red Star OS on bare metal. Did that change anything? Well, not really. The first PC I plugged the SSD into didn't actually have a working Ethernet port, so I had some problems with that. Then I moved the SSD to a second PC, which actually has a GTX 1050 inside of it. However, that unfortunately changed nothing. I have a theory that something might change with the graphics driver if you actually install Red Star OS on a system with a more powerful card. Then the OS might detect the graphics card in the setup and actually install some kind of driver for it. That is just my theory. I do not have the strength to install Red Star on real hardware and then do all of the things that you need to do in order to replace the kernel again. If any of you guys want to do it, go right ahead. If you do it, contact me on Twitter and I'll give you guys a shout out. But yeah, pretty much that's where we're stuck for now. I also forgot to mention that I tried some other launchers as well, but I couldn't even log in with my Microsoft account into the other ones, so yeah, that was a huge fail. Also, the login errors happen because when you click login in the launcher, it tries to open up your default browser, and for Red Star OS that is the Nara browser, of course, and of course that can't load anything that is not the North Korean intranet. But yeah, that is pretty much where we stand. I couldn't get this one figured out, so we only really managed to install the launcher, but we did learn quite a lot about Red Star OS in this video. If any of you guys want to give this a try, definitely do so, and if you get any further than me, definitely contact me, leave it in the comments or contact me on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll definitely get in touch with you and possibly film a follow-up video on this. If you guys like this video, definitely leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Also, please check out my Twitter and Instagram, and we do have a join button now, so for as low as $1 a month you can help out the channel, and you also do get some pretty cool perks with it, like seeing this video early and some special emojis. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.